Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 8 of our CATIA V5 assembly design series. In our previous tutorial, we learned how to copy and paste components and reorder the product structure to organize and assembly efficiently. Today we shall explore another powerful feature that is widely used in professional mechanical design, that is inserting a component from a catalog. Instead of searching through folders every time you need a bolt, nut, bearing or standard parts, CATIA allows you to organize these components into catalog for quick access. By the end of this tutorial, you shall know how to browse a catalog, select standard components and insert them directly into your assembly. So let's get started. Before we begin, let's understand what a catalog is. A catalog in CATIA is a structure library that stores frequently used components in one organized location. Instead of maintaining hundreds of files in different folders, you can organize them into categories. For example, bolts, nuts, washer, bearings, springs, pins, standard hardware, purchase components. Using catalog makes component selection much faster and helps maintain consistency across multiple projects. This is one of the most commonly used workflow in industries such as automotive, aerospace, railway, heavy machinery, industrial components, consumer products. Then what is the advantages of using a catalog? Using catalog helps you quickly locate standard components, like here you can see the bolts, keys, nuts, pins, screws. You can locate quickly, reduce your design time, avoid duplicate files, maintain standardized assemblies, improve collaboration among team members, reuse company approved components. The large organizations engineering team often maintain centralized catalog, so every designer use the standard parts. Let's go to CATIA. Here we have our vice assembly open. Now we want to insert a existing component. Instead of selecting a file from Explorer, we can choose the catalog browser. So where we can find a catalog browser first. A catalog is a read-only collection components that can be used in assembly. CATIA has a library of standard fasteners and common parts. So where to find that? You can find the catalog toolbar, like right click on any toolbar and you can find the catalog browser here. Then click on that, then you can see a catalog browser toolbar is available in your screen. Okay, now when you click on the catalog browser, here what are the things we want to insert? Like this catalog browser dialog box will open. Here you have to choose the, like here ISO standards, and I have a power copy HL, and here the standard components, setup, mechanical parts. You can find a lot of, so you can choose another one, any one. So here you can see when I select that one, that is from US standards, then you can find these things. So if I choose this one, this is your US standard, this one is the ISO standard. So it depends on which standard you want to use. Then you can see in the left side bolts, keys, nuts, pins, screws, everything are available here, and washers as well. All these things are available here. When I double click on any of this icon, like bolts, you can see hexagonal head bolt, hexagon head bolt hexagon, there are different type of bolts, grade A, B, grade C type. Then when we can back from here, you can see this icon, back to father chapter. Then we can go back to here, like here screws. If I double click on that, then you can see hexagon socket screw, hexagon socket countersunk screw, slotted cheese head, slotted flathead, counterhunk slotted, headless screw, hexagon, and a lot of type of screws you can find here. Every type of screws are available here. Grade A socket screw, head cap screw, countersunk, flathead, and there are 25 types of screws you can find here. And also, let's say the first one, we want to use the first one, then I can double click here. Then you can see we have the standard components like M3 into 8 mm length, M3 into 10 mm length, M3 into 12 mm length, and so on. You have around 108 types of different sizes, different size screws available here. For all the types, you can find more than one type size of screw here. So first close here. Here I will use the screw. Like here you can see M3 into 12 mm screw is inserted here. So I can insert the same screw here as well. M3 into 12 mm. So how to insert that? I can simply go to right click and catalog browser, we have this one here. Can place it here, then click on this book icon, the catalog browser, then the countersunk head screw is open directly because recently we have access to this one. Which one we want to use? 3 into 12 mm. Now you can see the 3 into 12 mm screw, hexagon steel socket screw is here. Now double click on this one, then you can see a screw is inserted and say okay. Okay, now your screw is inserted here. Close this file. Your screw is inserted here, but the location is not correct. So we can locate it by using the snap tool. You know how to locate that screw. I have snapped it to this position. Now you can see the same screw here and here, both are the same screw inserted to this location. Same way, let's say M8 into 16 mm. I can delete this one and I can insert the M8 into 16 mm screw again. Now click on catalog browser. Here scroll it and you can find M8 into 16 mm steel hexagon socket heads countersunk head screw, and double click on this one and okay. Now close the file. Now this one is also inserted to this assembly. Now you can snap it by using the snap tool. You can snap it from that location to this location. Okay, in this way we can insert a catalog component. Okay, also let's say another one, the pin. Here we have a pin. I am just moving this pin on this way and I want to insert another pin here. The same pin here. What is the diameter we can find? The diameter is 4 mm and the length, what is the length here? Four mm into 40 mm length. So let's go to the catalog browser, click on the book icon again, then your catalog browser will open. Back it till here we have the pins. Okay, Here different type of pins: split pin, parallel pin. Like here we are using the parallel pin. Okay, taper pin, clevis pin without head. So any type of pin here, let's say use the clevis pin without head. Okay, type A. So double click on this one, then you can see the pin sizes are open. Here we want 4 into 40 mm. So if I say 4 into 40 mm, here it is. Now double click on this one and say okay. Now close the browser. Now you can see this pin is inserted here. Now you can snap it to the desired location. Okay, now you can see this pin is inserted here. The same pin, we don't need to create the pin here again and again. I just insert a standard pin from the catalog browser. Best practices for catalog use. Professional CAD engineers follow several best practices. Use company improved catalog whenever possible. Keep catalog organized by category. Use meaningful folder names. Avoid storing duplicate standard parts. Verify component specification before inserting. Maintain a common hardware library for all projects. Following this practical improves design quality and reduce assembly error. Some common mistakes a beginner can do: using the wrong size bolt, selecting the wrong standard, inserting duplicate hardware in unnecessarily, ignoring catalog organization, mixing different component standard within one assembly. Avoid these mistakes to create clean and professional assemblies. So today we learn what is a catalog browser is, why catalog are important, how to browse the catalog from a catalog browser, how to insert standard components from a component, best practices followed in professional industries. Using catalog is one of the easiest way to improve your productivity and maintain standardized assembly designs. In the next episode, we shall begin one of the most important topic in assembly design, the assembly constraints and the degrees of freedom. Here what we will start learn, you shall learn what is the fixed constraint, why every assembly start with fixed components, how to log the component, best practices for fully constrained assemblies. This is the first step towards building accurate and fully constrained assemblies. So if you found this tutorial helpful, please like the video, share with your friends and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorials. Thank you for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.